this asshole and get ready to go for the trash mess drama. Yeah, we're fully live, mama.
Piss the fuck off because of your life.
I'm bored. It's still very dry down there.
I can't grow up. I'm just Al.
I'm not buying what they're selling.
Oh, there you are, sweet baby angel, and here I am. Hello, I'm Wilko, the guy who rehashes reality. And SBA, your dinner's going cold, so let's shove it in your gob as quickly as we can. How are we all doing? Oh, I actually stop everything. Sweet baby, wait. Sweet baby angel, I'm really tired. It's been a really big week of MAFS, and I need a break. So I'm glad, and I don't say this often, but I'm glad that we just get a break for a couple of days because Daddy is exhausted trying to keep up not only with the trolls online, but also with the very confusing narratives that we've been, the Endermoles have thrust upon us. If you don't know what Endermoles are, they're the people who work at Endermole. I don't know if I could explain that any better. Hello, Logan. Hello to all the SBAs out there. Yes, I am, Sheree. Thank you so much. Hello to Matt Hall. He's saying hello to the dog, but I'm just gonna keep quiet because we've got so much to get through. Hello, Nicholas or Gamer Agent. Who else we got in the chat today? I love watching this show. If the trash machine drama, but you're taking a piss out of people, ensuring to keep it up. Endermoles shine. That's it. Endermoles shine. My boyfriend's cat loves your show because my boyfriend wants to get a couple time. I'm very well, thank you, Will. All right, we have so much to get through, hence why I'm starting a little bit earlier. The acting show is getting really bad. Hey, by the way, if you are looking for the most recent rehash of the episode that we just watched, it is up on Patreon right now, patreon.com/rehashed. All right, what do I have to get to today? Okay, so Claire and Jesse separately have been on radio shows over the last couple of days, and I've got some bits and pieces from that that's very interesting. There is a poll currently in the chat for all of you sweet baby angels that asks the question, how many couples will leave at the Commit Me on Sunday? 1, 2, 3, or 4. Currently, 2 is winning. 2 are winning. Number 2 is winning at the moment, so it's going to be very interesting to see how many leave. I think they're trying to beat it up, but I just can't see Jesse sticking around. This week, Granny Angel's laughing the actual show. Tingle Dragon, stop it. Talking dirty to me. All right, where do I start? Oh, quickly, donations. Thank you to everybody who has donated. It really does help the channel. You don't actually know how much. A huge thank you to Michael D, who also sent a note that said, give a shout out to Desi the Dazzler. And apparently Desi the Dazzler loves Alyssa. I don't know if Desi might love Alyssa after tonight's episode. We've got a lot of Alyssa chat coming up. And also my mum who donated again, and I'm not sure why she did. Mum, yeah. You know you have my number, right? You could just message me. You don't need to send messages with the donations. Anyway, thank you so much. There is a link in the top of the chat if you want to make your donation and keep Rehashed alive. All right, let's start around with a whip around from the Lab Rat Maze. Ollie seems to always have something on his face. Also, I saw one of the Love Lab Rats who was mentioning that they miss Al or a character like Al to bring some makes the dragon tingle. That sounded better, mate. Al, I think Ollie was meant to be an Al-like character this year. I think that's what was meant to happen. But I think Ollie's maybe just a little bit more laid back than Al doing shoeies and always wanting to be the center of attention. Janelle is getting ready for war. Adam, with every movement of his mouth, makes us believe him less and less. Claire wrote a letter to give to Jesse, but I don't know if the pen on the paper is going to fix this one, honey. But good try anyway. Now, we always knew that Alyssa was a messy, messy bee. But I didn't know how much she wanted to stick herself in the drama Tonight, it went to a whole new level and she wanted some airtime. It started in the Sky Suites, their love pad, and we've missed something because she's just so mad.
To me, it's really easy. It's just two people have both done a really terrible thing. So they've both got to wear it tonight, both Adam and Claire.
I'll
They've
tell
both
you
done
right now,
terrible
I'm not
things.
greeting Claire and I'm not greeting Adam. Absolutely not. I would be cheating myself if I was fake to them and said hello to them.
Alyssa is upset with my approach towards Adam. I'm friends with the guy. He's done something stupid. He has to own it. I'm not going to support him. I don't agree with it. That doesn't mean I'm never going to talk to him ever again. Because I'm friendly to everyone, that somehow means that, like, I would then go and support somebody's behaviour that doesn't align to my morals. And that's just not the case.
If that person is a cheater, I'm very happy to leave that person out. Adam and Claire lying for weeks about it. I have a lot to say to both of them, and yeah, I'm not 100% not going to hold back. So it's definitely not going to be a time where I'm going to have a filter.
I wouldn't expect anything less.
Guess what, sweet baby angel? This is a time where daddy's not going to have a filter. Oh my goodness, normally I hold back, but not now, guys. Guess what? I know my memory is shoddy and you, sweet baby angels, have to remind me, and I thank you every day, praise be, to all of you SBAs for reminding me the things that I miss, the names that I forget, the situations where I go, that seems familiar, but remind me and let me know if I'm wrong here. Alyssa confessed to being a cheater. She confessed to having a 6-month relationship with a married man, and she knew he was married. And now she is the moral being of the series. Move over, Harrison. We've got someone way more moral. It's insane to me. And this is just the beginning of the episode. Look, no one is condoning what Adam and Claire did on the grand scheme of MAFS scandals. A little vape and kiss, very little. Look, the gaslighting and making Jesse feel bad about it, that's way worse than the kiss in my eyes. But you had an affair. You had an affair for 6 months with a married man, and you wanted Duncan to forgive that, but now you want Duncan to not forgive anyone else. It's just, oh God. Well, not forgive, you didn't want him to forgive it, but you wanted him to be okay with it. And he was. Oh my God, it's just... I guess that's true. She's not the cheater. She's the adulteress. It's just, oh God. It's just so wild to me. I was screaming so much at the telly. Like anyway, it gets worse and worse. So they're in the car, they're on their way there, and I think we might see the real Alyssa a little bit.
A lot of people are going to hold Adam and Claire accountable.
Sometimes you walk away and don't talk to them again. Other times...
It's beyond that, Duncan. It is beyond just them kissing and lying about it.
I think you need to pull...
You can't be friends with everyone, Duncan. You cannot be friends with everybody.
I think you need to pull people up on their behaviour.
Duncan, just cut it out. You keep repeating yourself that, I don't condone his behavior, I'm going to pull him up on it. Because you're condoning his behavior by even associating with that kind of person.
No, you're not. Listen, I don't like Adam. He seemed shonky from the start. But you're not condoning also, it was a kiss. Like, let's bring it down a little bit. The gaslighting was worse, making Jesse feel like he was insane for even feeling that something had gone on. That was the bad bit. But she kept saying that it was way worse than that. It was worse than the kiss and it was worse than the gaslighting. It's much more than that. Then what? Tell us. Because I can't see how it's more than that. And then you had a crack at old mate who seems to he's just trying to be a measured human, which I appreciate because I really try to be measured. I fail a lot, but I try to be measured and oh God. Anyway. Look, if you want to see me yell at the TV, the Rehash is on Patreon now and it'll be on YouTube tomorrow at 5 p.m. Is there more? Oh, yeah. When she gets there, it's just the Alicia show tonight. Please tell me in the comments if you were as shocked as I was. Like, it was just... Anyway, so she gets there and she goes full like Mean Girls, and I still can't figure out what her motive is.
First thought that came to my mind was Adam sitting at that couch, making Jesse look like a crazy person and looking around.
He did?
And all of us
It was
into
awful.
thinking that he was crazy.
Yes. Also, when they come through the door, I'm not getting up. I'm not getting up. I'm not
Neither
saying
am I.
no. Why would I
note-
greet them?
Alyssa looks like
would
on
I
a
greet
whole
them?
nother level. She is like seeing red.
You don't want to like kind of slam this girl when she comes.
We will 100% slam her. I'm gonna give it to you straight. Reason 1, she kissed somebody else's groom. Reason 2, she lied about it for 2 weeks. Reason 3, she lied to her face. If I see something that's unjust, I'm not going to sit back and let it play out. I'm gonna call a spade a spade.
Again, it doesn't excuse what she did. No, she's not sorry at all. She's just sorry.
It's acting.
I just 100% she's playing the victim.
If you see something, you're going to call it out. Did you call out your own affair that you had for 6 months? Oh, my God. I see what you're saying there, Deb. I think the only reason that Taylor got involved is because she also wants to be in the drama to get some airtime. And I love her for it because it makes her a true sasshole through and through. But it does make sense. Why would you plan to just slam her? I understand that you want answers and we love it for the trash, mess and drama, but you've gone too hard, too fast in something that doesn't affect you directly. Maybe be there for your friend Janelle and go, hey, how do you want us to handle this? Like, I'm pretty mad on your behalf, but how do you want to... Like, she acted like a grade A fuckwit. So that's Alyssa and Duncan. Did I write anything else more about that? No. Quickly, I agree, KG. I have to ask the question, what is going on with Cam and Lyndall? A few episodes ago, I pointed out that after the last dinner party, we didn't really find out anything more from them in that following episode on the Commit Me couch. And then they kind of said they had a bit of a run-in, and then they both said stay, and then we've moved on, and we haven't seen a fucking thing since. And then this got dangled in front of us tonight.
Lyndall and Cam.
How's it going?
You in the doghouse or something?
Yeah.
Actually?
Yeah.
With the...
Yeah, in the doghouse.
So you're in the doghouse, and that's it. That is the only thing we hear in regards to their relationship tonight. Oh, shit. It's either that nothing is happening or so much is happening and it's really bad and we just can't see it. Or there is a third option. It's great. Bad for them, great for us. And they're just going to hold it over for a while. But I need the hard drives with all of the stuff because this is confusing to me. Agreed, Samantha. Very, very sus. And it gets more sus when he has a chat with Taylor, our favourite, Tay-Tay from Tassie, at the dinner table.
Are you a country man? I'm interested now.
She seemed very lovely.
What's your star sign?
Virgo.
Oh, Virgo.
Yeah. What type of music do you listen to?
I love everything.
Do you like Luke Combs?
Yeah.
She's a bit of a country girl. I'm like, you like country music? She's like, love it.
Yeah, Shania Twain. Yeah, we'll both get along really, really well.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, your husband's behind you. You know why they put that in front of us, because they want us to grab for it and to see exactly what we do with it. And my first thought is the same as yours, Sweet Baby Angel. I guess we might have another cheating scandal on our hands, and goodness knows we need one because we've just wrapped one up. Thank you to Aunt Sally, who gave a super chat even before the live had started. And thank you to Maria Van Wink. Oh, I love that newbie here. I love the channel, love your work. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you so much for your super chat. I really, really appreciate it. So the the Lyndall and Cam thing, put your thoughts in. I'd love to know exactly what you think.
Super chat.
Thanks, Elizabeth. I'd love to know what you think because it's all tray confusing. All right, let's get to Adam. Let's get to the main course. So Janelle introduces the main course. It's like Adam tartare with eclair jus, and I don't know what tartare is. It's like not cooked meat, right? I'm a very fancy gay. I'm a fashion gay and a foodie gay. You know this, guys. Now, in the lead up to dinner, Adam has teased us with apparently some information that will give the vape and kiss more context. And that's what we need, more context for the vapey and the little kissy. And this is the context. Get ready.
Let's start off by hearing from Adam and Claire.
All of you already know exactly what's going on. First of all, I just want to apologise massively to Janelle and Jesse as well. Something that's been weighing on me that I know all you guys know all about it now.
What happened?
Okay, me and Claire lied about it, said that nothing actually did happen. That's why I really want to apologise to you, Jesse, for the way I made you feel at that first commitment ceremony, making you out to look like you were probably going crazy or whatever. We had a kiss downstairs. It wasn't planned. I can tell you right now, there's nobody at this table that has taken this harder than myself. There's a lot of stuff that happened with me and Janelle at the start of our relationship that none of you know about.
Janelle doesn't even know about it.
Things had happened on our honeymoon. Things have been said. It wasn't a real relationship. The last 2 weeks has been a real relationship. I just wanted to get out of the experiment because, like, I didn't want to be here for it. I'm here just owning everything. Why would I be sitting here needing to lie about this?
Any of you guys actually heard him own it?
It's not a matter of...
Sounds like you're trying to justify it, bro. Own it and then shut up.
I'm not going to put my hand up and say I was a friggin' cheat when I wasn't a cheat.
I genuinely don't think he cares. If you care, you'd really care about Janelle. It was hard to watch.
Yes, I kissed Claire, but I wasn't cheating at the time.
I know that this is my channel. My job is to talk and give my opinions. I just didn't even know if I need an opinion of this. What was it? Like, none of us can eat this word salad quick enough. And also, to be honest, I don't like the taste of the words in the salad. It was confusing, bamboozling. None of it really made us think, oh no, Janelle really pushed him to have a little vape and kiss. And don't even get me started on Harrison. We'll loop back around to him at the end because Harrison also talking about morals and shit and how you should act and empathy. I get character development, you know? But make it believable. I don't believe it. Can we listen to we can't. I don't know if we can say it's illegal. It could just be bad business. I don't even know. Okay, so Adam, that was his defense, right? It goes around in a circle. That was his offense. Now, before, you know, Claire does her big apology, which she's going to do, Alyssa is I don't know, maybe she got Janelle's script because she is acting full scorned woman and I still don't get it.
It's past that. Like, it's so much more than just the kisses. It's more than that. But the fact that you both lied to us for so long, the fact that you gaslit Jesse and made him look so crazy, and the fact that Claire literally looked the eyes of Janelle when she asked you, look at her. Do I have anything to worry about with you? And Adam, no. You literally said no, babe, and gave her a hug. With the fact, like, was this ever even gonna come out?
I have no excuses for my behavior. I'm really, really sorry to Jesse and to Janelle for disrespecting you. I'm sorry to everyone here. I'm sorry that I didn't come forward sooner, and I'm genuinely really remorseful, and I'm really sorry.
Yeah, so who knows what's real and what's not anymore, but I watched Claire make that apology and I thought, okay, that feels like a genuine apology to me, but I don't know what's real and what's not, so blah. What I do know is that Alyssa is going for her first Logie. She wants her Logie so bad. Her neck was strained. She was leaning forward. She was a woman scorned. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Adam's not with Alyssa, right? Because that would be confusing. Because it seems like Alyssa has been so hurt by Claire that she just can't, she honestly can't handle it. I am so confused. If anyone, I get that some of it might be acting, but like that was passionate. She was just, yeah, I agree, Tiffy. I don't even know what to make of it. I don't know. And she's just she's been a messy bee and wanted to get in the drama until now, but it's too much. If it is faked, she does. She clearly needs one. Someone needs to give Alyssa some money or a cuddle or something. Someone needs to go to her and go, Alyssa, I'm so sorry that I have cheated on you with Adam. Because she needs that really bad. I liked Claire's apology. Taylor calls Hugo a cute puppy and then just seals the deal that they'll never be intimate. Okay, fine. Let's do it. The last bit that I really need to talk about is Mel watching Harrison as if she's working for a government agency to try and figure out what's going on.
I got Harrison in there playing devil's advocate, saying, like, do you think you can forgive Claire?
Harrison, mate, he is honestly a piece of work, that guy.
I hate to say it, there is a part of me that doesn't fully trust Harrison.
Adam's apology was, it's like he couldn't fake sincerity for even 5 minutes. It just couldn't have come across any less insincere.
It was so bloody bizarre to even hear Harrison being this like voice of reason or like, you know, the justice police. You've done a full, because like what he's doing, you were at one stage doing. So have you just woken up and had this full, like what happened?
Well, I came here to learn more about myself, try and be a better person, and that's what I'm doing. And I appreciate you noticing the change. Thank you.
Call bullshit.
I appreciate you noticing the change. That is the shadiest bitchy comment, and it's perfection. And his little facial move at the end of it, it's just brilliance. I have no critique. I thank you for noticing. I thank you for noticing that I've really been working on myself. Oh, and I agree with everyone who was saying Harris is just trying to take the blame off himself. I absolutely agree. He didn't even have to insert himself, but he did. Something that I think has been said about Harrison quite a few many times in his life. Harrison, you don't need to put yourself in here, but what's her name again? Anyway, that's pretty much it from the episode. Claire gives Jesse the letter. Adam speaks to Jesse again. They leave it together in secret as if they're going to have a little vape and kiss. Jesse and Claire. And apparently we're meant to wait to see if we're meant to wait and see if they're going to make it through the commit me ceremony. So fingers crossed. Oh God, I'll just wrap it up. I'm fucking done with them. Speaking of them, actually, before we get to any of the bits and pieces from Jesse and Claire, let's quickly talk about two lab rats who are still legally married. I don't know about right now, but definitely while they were TV married, during filming, which took place in August, September last year, Josh and Alyssa, not married to each other, to their respective partners, as announced by So Dramatic. So Alyssa only split from her ex-husband 7 years, a few months before going on MAFS, and the pair hadn't officially divorced. So that's cute. According to a source, she was working through a lot of heavy stuff on the outside. There were lawyers involved and custody battles over the kid. Duncan spent a lot of time supporting her through all of the heavy shit and she was going through outside the experiment. He was even helping her write letters to the lawyers and stuff. Duncan, what's your secret? You're too nice. I can't. Are you sure you don't want to be gay? Because I'll ditch my partner and he will bless it. Or throuple. Oh, we've always wanted to be in a throuple. Let's also talk about Josh, who had been going through quite a messy divorce apparently. And in his contract, he had home time, which he could go and see his kids, which meant he hadn't spent a lot of time with Sex Mel Sheen. No one else is granted home time, by the way, but he was. When they got back from their honeymoon, this is Disney Dad and Sex Mel Sheen. I've forgotten about him already. She didn't see him for 6 days because he went back to his home and his family, the insider added. Her and Josh didn't even text each other during that time. So that's very interesting information.
Super chat.
Thank you very much, Nikki and KG. KG calling me the voice of reason. People would disagree. People reckon I am too harsh on Harrison and I have a bias towards Jesse. I just don't give two shits. There's nothing. If you can't listen to the videos and what I say, then I can't help you. All right, let's talk about Jesse, who went on the Kyle and Jackie O show, and he had this to say in regards to the icks to begin with.
Yeah, listen, like, the show really amps up this whole ick thing, man. I think I want to take the opportunity right now to say it really wasn't at the forefront of my mind as much as it looks like.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I might not be into a few certain things, but that doesn't mean I'm going to write Claire off from the beginning. I always accepted her interests and her passions and, you know, tried to roll with it, and I never took opportunities to run away.
I don't know. It's certainly not what we saw, Jesse. It's, yeah, the same videos.
Super chat.
Thank you, Cobra Rogue. Some of these people should really not be on the show. This year is insane. Yeah, no, you are bang on. Jesse also wanted to talk about the kiss. Oh, and who knew about the kiss? Because, of course, we found out recently that Sandy knew, and that probably means that other people knew.
Listen, I haven't had a conversation directly with Sandy to confirm that. I'm not sure if I will, but I also know that if it is true, Sandy wasn't the only one who knew about it beforehand. So I don't know about everyone, but I know that there were a handful of people who knew.
Okay. So more people knew and kept it to themselves. So it really sucks that it didn't come out in more of a messy way. That's awful of me to say. But you know what I mean? Like, we really wanted more trash, mess and drama, and that's sad we didn't get that. What an awful person I am. Someone called in with a question in regards to him and Janelle, which I found interesting.
I was just going to ask you, did you ever think of, like, hooking up with Janelle, like, just to get revenge on Adam and the girl that you're with?
Right. So, no. Both Janelle and I talked about, like, did that thought come through our heads? And both of us kind of said no, because the experiment is about being with the person who you've been matched with. And although we went through me and Janelle have just gone through this rough piece of news, we still wanted to kind of honour the experiment in its parameters. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and I just feel like if we go, oh, let's just do a wife swap or something like that, it just didn't feel right.
True.
Just didn't feel right, guys. You know what? Just because you weren't matched scientifically, that hasn't stopped people before. Carolina and Daniel, he's also named Daddy. And I love so many people have missed the live where we played the bit from Disney Dad and his glow up. So, yeah, maybe he's hot now. Maybe he's hot now. What show am I running here? All right, let's talk about Claire on Nova. They were talking about, did she leave with Adam? Then they wanted to also talk about the kiss and the length of the kiss, and we get some real good details.
Adam and Jesse actually left together. Right. Lyndall and Cam, and Sandy and I went home together. We stopped at Macca's, so never anything like that.
Have you thought about kissing Adam again?
No, I've thought about punching Adam. Yeah.
Are you flirtatious when you drink, Claire?
I'm flirtatious all the time, I think. I think I'm confident, I'm vivacious, I'm bubbly. And
so did you lead Adam on?
I'm not some scarlet lady. I just having good chats. He's a charismatic guy. We got along. We're laughing. We vibed, and that was.
So maybe you leant in for the kiss. Prior to that night, had you thought about kissing Adam?
No.
Okay. Second question: how long did the kiss last?
Oh, like 2 seconds, 30 seconds max.
Who kissed who?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
I think it was a mutual thing. I mean,
Who kissed who, Claire?
I don't know. I think
someone's head moved in before the other head moved.
Claire, give us a name.
Do I just blame Adam?
Yeah, it was Adam, wasn't it?
Yeah, just blame Adam for everything. It's much easier. Okay, so a 2 or 3 second kiss. That's what we've been talking about for quite some time, everybody. I agree. I'd love Lyndall to really kick into her villain era. Although, now that I see what Taylor had sent about her, and I saw a lot of Sweet Baby Angels were asking in the last live in regards to Taylor, was she the one who called out Lyndall for being a bully? And the answer is absolutely yes, that's the same one. So before she handed her Instagram over, she shared information saying that Lyndall was the biggest bully in the show and she hopes that it gets shown. But now that I see this little setup of a connection between Cam and Taylor, maybe Cam and Taylor end up being together and she's just trying to get ahead of the narrative with Lyndall. Who knows? Who knows? Just one little kiss and it ends up like this. Thank you.
Super chat.
To Sophie for the super chat. This season is nuts. Everyone seems like an actor. Yeah. Plot twist, Taylor's the bully. I know, Cass. Honestly, if Taylor's the bully, we will all be shocked. If Taylor ends up the bully, you heard it here first, I'll quit the show. Hey, quickly, I have to say, you know Desi the Dazzler, who I mentioned at the top of the show, who gave a donation, and you can too by using the link. He sent another donation to say, thank you for the shout out. Alyssa is actually my beautiful partner, not the one on the show. So Desi the Dazzler loves Alyssa, but not Duncan's Alyssa. Okay, well, thank you very much for the donations and also the clarification. I'm sorry if I've caused some problems in your relationship. Other Alyssa, I didn't mean that Desi was with the Mormon Alyssa. Anyway, I'm not going to get into it. There's no way of me getting out of this. Before we get into the memo me's, I think there was something. Yeah, okay. Yeah, there was something that I wanted to do as just a bit of fun at the end, guys. That's what you need to know. A bit of fun at the end. Hey, welcome to the new Patreon Sweet Baby Angels. Katie, Sammy, and Alice, thank you so much. Alice also sent me a message, and I haven't replied yet. I do apologize. Yes, I've got a bunch of messages I've got to get back to. Just trying to wade through the abuse, you know. But Alice was talking about how apparently she's roped her partner in now. So, and I've heard that a lot. So if your partner has roped you into this channel and you're just a straight man who's been forced to watch this, welcome. Welcome to Daddy's World. What else do we have to do? Let's actually, before we do this, do I have it? I need to grab your comments. I saw a few comments and I thought they're cute. So let's grab some comments from the Sweet Baby Angels. Sorry, everybody. It's a real mad time in the world of... Oh, my God. In the world... Here we go. Look, he did it. In the world of MAFS. All right, let's get to some comments that I loved. Let me just turn that off for a second. So these are just your comments from YouTube. I like to grab some ones that I think are interesting. Rebecca said, the fact that they covered it up in the way they did makes the kiss so much worse. I'm with Jesse on this one. Yeah, I agree. Like, gaslighting Jesse was disgusting, awful behavior. Really, over such a little thing, you could have just blown it up so much earlier and just gone, yeah. I understand why people don't give information over so quickly, or certain personality types, especially when they're backed into a corner. When you attack someone, generally, they fight or flight, right? So Claire's was fight and Adam's was fight, and then they denied. So I guess maybe if he'd gone about it differently, would they have lied? Who knows? My biggest problem was he just acted like a dickhead, and it made him look like the psycho. When Jesse was telling off Adam in the hallway, Jesse looked like he was trying out for as a backup dancer for Michael Jackson. That's interesting because Michael's not with us anymore, so... So I don't suppose you have to be that good. Also, Officer KD6-3.7 said, ha, Wilko, you should be looking up Urban Dictionary for slang terms like staunch. I had so many messages. In fact, some borderline abusive because people were mad at me for not knowing this. It refers to someone potentially trying to pick a fight with someone, i.e., are you trying to staunch me, brah? I didn't know. And apparently it makes me un-Australian for not knowing. Okay, well... Time to deport me. Don't, Hayley. You bitch. I said it under my breath, and that'll work. Joanne said, if this is an insight into dating in Australia, I'm surprised there aren't more nuns. And Katie said, is Taylor the person that leaked the Lyndall being a bully? If so, I'm not sure I believe it now. If the bullying is her calling out Taylor's shit behaviour, bully yourself out. There are some of your comments. Thank you so much. Are you Aussie, Cass? Because if you are, that means both of us have to go, apparently. Thank you. All right. Okay, let's do the poll quickly. I told you there was a lot to do tonight, guys. There was a lot to do. All right, the poll asked the question, how many couples will leave the Commit Me on Sunday? You've gone middle of the pack, everybody. 54% for 2, 1, 24%, 3, 16%, and 4, 4%. 4 is really a long shot because the producers are never gonna... Okay, well, we're both got to leave. We're both getting kicked out. I was about to watch on Patreon, saw you live. See, I know it's tough everywhere. I know. Thank you for joining, though, Sophie. Okay. All right. Well, let me do the memos, and then I'll call out the dog's name. All right. All right. It is time for... Memo Me! Memo Me! Memo Me! MX Big, you also are getting deported if you're in Australia because you don't know Staunch. People had a lot of feelings about me not knowing that, so many Memo Me's. All right, let's start with Nicholas. Here we go. Nicholas.
I'm confused. Me real confused. Because, the kiss happened. Caitlin absolutely owned it. Adam didn't own it at all. He just said, but. Yeah, you can shut that but where you say you have it, really. That doesn't make any sense. I don't know. Anyway, but yeah. I'm more interested in Cam and Nell in this whole situation, because they've got nothing, but obviously something's happened there. And Cam with Taylor as well. Can we just point that one out as well? Something might come up there. I don't know, but that's interesting. Watch your space, apparently. Anyway, but yeah, we had 2 new couples. Did we? We did? Mm-hmm. I didn't know. Anyway, very short thoughts. Very just weird episode. Yeah. Weird vibes around the whole place.
Yep.
Just a weird energy, weird vibes. Really weird vibes going on. I don't know. Anyway, bye.
Thank you, Nicholas. All right, let's hear from Will.
Oh, my fucking God.
That's Will, not my jingle.
Been a while. Couldn't get those words out. Gee whiz. So much to talk about. Yes. Well, actually, I'll just break it down to 3 things. Number 1, Taylor. Oh, no. Lord have mercy. I think that
God doesn't watch
Taylor
maths,
and Cam going to do something, because I don't know, there might be something going on there. And for Adam, he's a flop. Get him off the show. At least Claire had taken some accountability and didn't hide from excuses, whereas Adam did. I feel sorry. Yeah, really sorry for Janelle. She does not deserve it. Jesse, he's a bit of an ick, but no one deserves to get cheated on, to be honest. But yeah, anyway, deuces.
Memo Me! Thank you, Will! Memo Me! All right, Miss Melissa K.
Eddie and SBAs, it's Miss Melissa K. I'm just sitting here watching Adam, and I just want to vomit. The man is a walking nightmare. I know the whole night is supposed to be about the dinner party and all the other couples, but honestly, if he's not acting, he is the biggest a-hole I have ever seen. I have been cheated on before, yes, and I could just, red flags hitting me in the face all over the place. Knew something wasn't quite right with him, but Taylor, wow, no. She's made for reality TV. She's just one cliche after the next.
Bloody
I feel
brilliant.
So sorry for Hugo, and that he's putting up with it. Alyssa, wow, the cheater, supporting be cheated on and being so upset about it. She's really come out of the gate.
Wait, Jacob, perfect timing. Jacob, go and watch MAFS. If you want to watch MAFS, piss off and watch MAFS. If I get another message going, the live shows don't have enough clips. Well, that's what Rehashed is for. So that'll come out tomorrow. And if you want to watch MAFS, that's why MAFS exists. I understand that you can't watch it in all countries, but that's not my job and I don't have ownership over the copyright. Thanks, mate. Thank you also, Miss Melissa K. Let's get to Rosie.
Hey, sweet daddy angel. This is sweet granny angel. And this granny is over Harrison. He's a snake.
Where is she?
He's a snake.
Is she in the aircon?
Get rid of him. His acting is appalling. I don't even think he's good enough for Home and Away. Adam, what a dog. Claire, oh, sweet girl. Don't drink so much when you go out in mixed company. That's all I've got to say.
Mixed company?
Jesse, you know, when he's being vulnerable, he's much more easy to tolerate. As for the new couples, well, Rupert and Evelyn seem lovely, don't they? Rupert's found he can actually form sentences. It's wonderful. As for the other one with Hugo, what's her name? The long blonde hair, that rude one. What's her name? Oh, I'm sure we will have all forgotten it next week anyway.
What a shady booty. Rosie, I love it. It's shady as... All right, lucky last one. As always, Deb has sent one through.
Hey, Wilko, it's Deb. Tonight's episode. Alyssa, take a good, long, hard look in the mirror. You had an affair with a man who was actually legally married, not experiment married. What Claire and Adam did was wrong. Absolutely, shouldn't have happened. But you don't get to be all little holier-than-thou miss when you're just as bad as they are. Probably worse, to be honest. Yeah. Good, once again, Claire stood up. She took ownership. I screwed up. My bad. No excuses. I'm wrong. Adam, we all knew he was never going to take responsibility. Yep. He's just another Bruce. I'm going to try and gaslight you. Glad that literally everyone turned around and said, yeah, mate, not happening anymore. Bye.
I love how Deb's just fucking to the point. I love it. She's built for broadcast. All right, we've got poll results. We've got Memo Me's. Before I get to the last thing that we're going to do, obviously the button you left, let's... Okay, all right. We've had some super chats.
Super chat.
So thank you to Andy, Cobra Rogue, and Bonnie. All the people throwing shade at Daddy. You better understand we have a cult leader and we're all in... we're all the SPA. We love to put you down. Oh, that's so kind. Bonnie said, why was the Mormon chick all hot over cheating when she was married for 6 months? Someone take her mirror. Yes, okay, I'll do it. All right. Hey, Ari, can you come in here, bub? This would be really awkward if he doesn't come. Oi, Ari, come. Okay, good work. You come in here? Come say hi? Come around here. Okay, put your head up here. That's it. Look at this. Oh, what a good boy. You say hi to everybody. Yeah. Oh, we always wake you up. Yes. Hey, you've had a bath and you still stink. I just don't know if you ever smell good. That's mean, isn't it? All right, now we want to do something a little bit different. So let me turn that off. And one of my favorite parts of the show tonight, I just want to put on loop while we say goodbye to everybody. And I guess I've just got to say, but you left. Bye-bye.
What's this I see? A big old daddy. Finally got a man who gonna marry me. But then I see a tear. You're not a man I feel. Wanna hear my thoughts on that? But you left. Baby, then you left. I got no regrets. fucking feelings. I didn't think real men come with those things built in. I call you princess, you get all distressed. I'm ready for round 2, but you left. Baby, then you left. The fool who's out of 10. You better put on a dress, but you left. I wanna sit and fight with you until you see my point of view. Why can't you apologize? Why you gonna sit there and cry? Looking for a gentleman who treats me like a trash can. Not vulnerability, it makes me wanna puke, you see. Get my girls to fight my fight so I can sit and smoke all night. Watch out for that bus. Oops, I swear he slipped, officer.